Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, hello, hi. I never say that in the beginning of my videos, but I probably should. Today, on this Tuesday review, we're going to be taking a look at this. This is the NYX Strobe of Genius palette. This retails for $27 Canadian, although I did not buy it. It was given in the goodie bag at Gen Beauty Toronto, just so you know. But I have seen it at Shoppers, so I know you can get it both online and in the stores in Canada. I'm going to start off with a little anecdote for you here. When this palette first launched a little over a year ago, I was not interested in it. I don't even remember who it was, but I heard someone on YouTube that I, at the time, watched a lot. I don't think I watch this person anymore, but I watched them a lot of the time, and they said they didn't like this palette, that they thought it was chunky and glittery, and I just kind of took their word as gospel and then never bought it. And I have to say, that was a mistake. Now, before I say anything else about this palette, let's take a look at it at the NYXcosmetics.ca website. So what it says here is, introducing the Strobe of Genius palette, our incredible new collection of must-have illuminators designed to give you everything needed to achieve today's most buzzed about highlighting trend, strobing. This breakthrough palette features 7 velvety smooth shades that will enhance your features with serious levels of illumination. The best part, mastering a look is easy. All you need is a little extra natural light. And then just a quick note here on the back of the packaging, it says, lightly buff shimmer shades onto the highest points of the face for an ultra runway strobe effect, layer with lighter shades. So beyond that, it doesn't give you names of shades or anything. I even looked on the website and I can't find any. Maybe someone else knows, but there's nothing on the back and there's nothing here. So while at first $30 for a drugstore product seems like a lot of money, I mean, you gotta consider what you pay for one Becca highlighter versus here you get all of these shades. And the nice thing about these shades is they're very versatile. So when I look at this palette, there's a bunch of shades that I, being the pale person that I am, can't wear because of my pale skin tone. But that's nice because there's also a bunch of shades that I can wear. And my good friend Rachel, actually, who is a much deeper skin tone than I am, I brought this to work one day and we swatched it on her hand, and all of them looked workable on her, honestly. So let's start with the important thing. Are these chunky and glittery? And some of them are glitterier than others. I think all of them are workable highlights. Some of the ones that have more glitter in them, you're going to want to buff into your skin more. But for the most part, I definitely think all of them are usable. None of them strike me as being really ugly or chalky or dusty or glittery or gross. I have used all of these, if not as highlighters, as eyeshadows, and I don't not like any of them except for maybe this yellow shade. But I think a lot of the reason I don't like this yellow shade is because I'm so pale, so I can't really use it as a highlighter, and I think yellow eyeshadow most of the time looks weird on someone who's as pale as me. But if you're darker than me, you'll probably like this. The shade I was most excited about is this purple one, because I do love a purple highlight. But actually, my favorite shade in this palette is this one. This sort of pale people champagne, and that is the shade that I'm going to apply to my face for you in this video. I'm not wearing any highlighter to begin with right now, and we're going to put this on right now, just so you can see it in action. And then afterwards, I'm going to swatch all of them on my arm for you. As you can see, there is no highlighter on my face. Whatever glow we have going on here is just my natural skin, baby. I like to use this Beauty Junkies pointed highlighter brush. You can already see all of that added glow. And it's nice, right? Like, it doesn't look chunky or glittery. It looks like just a nice glow on my face. See, and now my skin's got that healthy glow back. So now I'm going to swatch these all on my arm for you with this Beauty Junkies brush. I will be wiping it off in between swatches, but I'm not washing it in between. So just keep that in mind. I'm just wiping it off on a paper towel, but we're gonna kind of go in order of how it is laid out in the palette here. So the first shade that I'm going to show you right now is this yellow shade. This is my least favorite of these shades because it is, I don't know, yeah, I just don't think yellow is complimentary on my skin tone, but I mean, it's there. My next shade is what I'm going to call the light pinky shade. This one is it's just a super nice. This one is just a super nice light pink highlighter. It definitely gives off a little more of an eyeshadow feel than a highlighter feel because the glow is actually so subtle. But I think this is the shade in the palette that would work the best on the fairest of skin tones. The next shade here is this purple shade, my favorite, because it's probably the most unique. You don't really see a lot of purple highlighters these days. And it is just as soft and as smooth and glowy as the rest of them. Next up is this sort of peachy pink shade that has this gold shift to it a little bit. This one is a little bit glitterier than the rest of them that we've looked at so far, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just gives off a little more of a metallic shine. Now we're onto the 3 big pans at the bottom. First you have more of the deeper beige, if you will. And that one kind of gives off like a nice soft champagne glow. This one's not too glittery, but it is a little more intense than some of the lighter ones on the top row. The next one is the one that I can't use as a highlighter because it is too dark for my skin. It does give kind of like a deep pink beige color with like a gold glow to it. I do find this shade, unfortunately, to be glitterier than the rest of them. It's not too glittery. I've definitely had glitterier, uglier highlighters, but just a forewarning that this one does strike me as glittery. And then the last shade is this soft champagne color that doesn't have as much of a metallicness to it as the rest of them do, but this one is the one that I just put on my face for you in the video. And so what I think about this palette overall, the final thoughts, the last word, is there are definitely better highlighters on the market, but you're not going to find so many better ones in a palette. You know what I mean? If you're looking for a good product at a good value, you want this one. This is definitely a nice palette, and I do recommend it. But, you know, Becca highlighters are nicer. That's what I'm trying to say here. You're not going to find better highlighters at a better price. You're going to find better highlighters if you're willing to spend significantly more money. Just being honest here, honestly, like these gold shades in here that I do like, I don't like as much as I like my Becca Moonstone highlighter, you know what I mean? But I still wear these ones a lot. I probably wear these ones more often than Becca Moonstone because that one feels like a special occasion thing, and this one feels like, oh, I can wear this every day. So yes, even though I was dumb and didn't buy this palette because I heard it wasn't good, I was wrong. It's a good palette, and I do recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I will see you next time. Bye!